the thing that I like about poetry is. The thing that I like about poetry is I can do whatever I want and I can write about whatever I want. And now I want to write about myself and the way I feel about myself and the way my feelings feel about myself. And I, myself, dedicate this poem to myself. And I can put semicolons wherever I want to put semicolons. And you can't see me sitting at the keyboard typing this poem about myself, but I'm dressed up like a tiger. And in fact, I really am a tiger. And people can't make an entire stanza out of one little conjunction, but tigers can. And if you don't know what a stanza or a conjunction is, then and I don't even have to finish my sentence or offer anybody a complete th. And if I want to change subjects whenever I want, and if I want to use the word winsome, even though I don't know what it means. And another thing I like about poetry is I can just introduce a new character whenever I want, depending on how I feel. And he's a goblin, and his name is Perry, and he's winsome, and he's got an enchanted amulet. Perry's amulet is really small, but is actually a big metaphor for an even bigger metaphor. And the even bigger metaphor is the harbinger of the mother of all metaphors. Meta, mother, formatron. An entity too large for any of us to fathom. And you'll never see Perry again. And another thing I like about poetry is I don't ever have to go to the library or learn stuff about stuff. I mean, it's so cool. Like, I had this dream last night, and I was a boa constrictor. Munching on the marshmallow-flavored bark of a tum-tum tree. Tubby bonk, tubby bonk, tubby bonk. And all those old poets had to rhyme, and all those old poets had to go live in the woods for a while and ponder, and sit on a boulder or stare at a stream. And sometimes people ask me, why didn't you pay your phone bill? And I just say, I'm a poet. And sometimes people ask me, why didn't you put the laundry away? And I just say, I'm a poet. And sometimes people ask me, why'd you disguise yourself as your father, withdraw all the money from his bank account, and buy 237 exotic rocks? And I just say, you should have seen those rocks. And when somebody asks me what I do for a living, I just look them right back in the eyes and say, I make my living with this. And I point to my love soul. And sometimes they say, no, really, what is it that you do? And I just say, I look at cactus, man. I look at cactus.